Hi, I'm Mike. If you have cattle, sooner or later you're going to need a cattle chute as part of your corral system. Today, we partner with Arrowquip, innovators in the business of cattle handling and safe, low-stress cattle handling equipment. I'll let you know how this partner came into being and how it can help all of us coming up on Our Wyoming Life. We recently just surpassed 100,000 subscribers here on Our Wyoming Life, and for that, I have only you to thank. Without you, there wouldn't be a channel. And I think that based on emails and messages I receive almost daily, there would be less people in the world that care about where their food comes from and the families behind it. I also get a ton of emails from folks that are just beginning to get into the cattle business, or farming and ranching for that matter. And it's in part due to those that are new to the business that I'm extremely excited to announce a brand new partnership between Our Wyoming Life and a company called Arrowquip. Now, if you haven't heard of them, don't sweat it. I hadn't heard of them either until I found out that some of their executives were fans of Our Wyoming Life. I'll tell you that story here in just a few minutes, but first, I thought I'd take a quick look at how important cattle handling is and why this partnership is good for all of us. Cattle handling is, simply put, the task of moving cattle and managing the movement of cattle. There are many ways to do so. Over the thousands of years that man has been breeding cattle, I'm sure there have been thousands of theories and methods explaining the best way to move a cow from point A to point B. Modern logic dictates that we think like a cow in order to move cows easier, but in reality, many of these techniques have been around for years. By understanding flight zones, leader instincts, and even how noise, lights, and shadows can change how cattle move, we can start to make life not only easier for cows, but easier for us. The science of cattle handling is always evolving. The equipment that we use to do it is evolving as well. Just like here in our own corrals. These corrals were originally designed by the University of Saskatchewan. Unfortunately, even the best of designs can be limited by the equipment that's used within it. This chute right here was the only one that, well, it's the only one we've had for years. I don't even know what brand it is. It's old, it's heavy, it's hard to use, and it takes at least a couple of people to use it safely. And to be totally honest, I've only ever used it a few times in this corral system. When we need to work cattle, we pay our vet extra to bring out his hydraulic chute, which is managed by only one person, and it's safer and easier to work the cattle into and out of. The bad thing is that we're at the vet's mercy. When it comes to scheduling, well, in fact, last year, we missed preg checking altogether because we couldn't get our schedule to line up with the weather and our vet's schedule. We ended up with cows that weren't pregnant as part of the herd for an entire year. That cost the ranch money, and we were soon thinking that we needed to come up with a better solution. A few months ago, I got a call from the CEO of Arrowquip, and it turned out that he was a fan of the channel. And we got to talking about the struggles that ranchers deal with, and soon we realized that we were very much alike. We both cared immensely about agriculture, and we wanted to see it and the people behind it succeed. But we also want to inform people about where their food comes from, what it takes to get it to them, and of course, the people behind that process. It was a great couple of conversations, but like sometimes happens, that's where it ended. Until this morning. So, off we go to Dickinson, North Dakota, which I have driven through but never really visited before, and I have a feeling this trip is going to be just as fast. So we are going to Dickinson, North Dakota. We're going to Stephan Feed, where we're going to meet a guy named Gordon, hopefully, if he wants to be on camera, and pick up a portable chute, alley, and tub that is BudFlow ready from Arrowquip. Let's see if I can find an address for him. And there it is, 2055 Interstate 94 Business Loop E, Dickinson, North Dakota. So we are going to try to copy that address. Okay, there it is, 235 miles away. We're gonna try to make that and back today. So there it is. And we hit go. And we hit go again. And we're ready to go. The saying, good things come to those who wait, I have no idea who said it. But I do know that it was Abraham Lincoln who added to it by saying, good things come to those who wait, but only what's left from those that hustle. It's going to be a long day, but a fulfilling one when we come home with a full cattle handling system that's been made portable. And once we arrive in Dickinson, almost 5 hours later, we head to Stephen Feed, where the owner, Gordon, and his grandson, Cole, an unexpected viewer of Our Wyoming Life, comes out to give me a hand hooking up a Q Catch 86 series portable cattle chute, alley, and tub. Afterwards, we head back down the road towards home, arriving just before sunset, and with just a little time to take a look at the entire system. But today, there's nothing slowing me down. I've got all my chores done, I think. I spent most of the morning and early afternoon cleaning up and with Lincoln's help, and now it's time to take a look at this beast. The system weighs almost 5,500 pounds. In its towing configuration, like it's set up right now, it's nearly 40 feet long, but it's all work. Being portable is also a huge advantage as we can take it down to the cows. We can use it to doctor cows in the field. We can utilize it to load out cows or even bulls that we may need to bring back home. Without it, we'd be walking cows back the 5 miles from summer pasture, a feat that we have learned from past mistakes is rarely good, especially with a hurt or sick cow or bull. This system also includes electric jacks, which makes it easier to set up and pack out and move. And with the 3E BudFlow system, using natural cattle behavior and light to create flow, as cows are instinctively drawn to areas where they can see more light. Over time, we'll be taking a look at the other features of the Arrowquip system and the use of it. Today though, we're just going to go through setting it up. Mostly because I want to see how it works and start thinking about how we can begin to tie it into our existing corral system. Later this summer and into fall, we will not only be reviewing this system, but we'll be taking a look at how to move cattle through it. And even if you don't have anything like it, the concepts will translate to how cattle think and move for you in your own system.
I've been going through changes, rough and dark as night. Though life rearranges, I'll be alright. I am strong again. I've got hope again. May
like this, and then you gotta close it up.
That's it for today. It's easy to set up. Obviously, it passes the kids' inspection, but the real test comes this weekend or this week as we get out and use it, taking it down to summer pasture and bringing back a few cows and their calves for ranch roundup. So next Sunday, you'll get to see how this thing really works. The folks at Arrowquip have asked me for my honest opinion, and that's exactly what they're gonna get. I told you that we partnered together, and that's exactly what this is, a partnership to help us figure out what kind of cattle handling system is gonna suit the ranch best. And for Arrowquip, they get real in the field testing, and of course, our honest opinion. And before they take this thing back, we're gonna get it really dirty. It's way too shiny right now. Don't forget to subscribe, come along and explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary 3 times per week right here on YouTube. Until I see you again, have a great week, and thanks for joining us in Our Wyoming Life.